gets the early lead. Take a look a little bit further back. You got 3 wide action going on. The 66 of Stephen Wallace. Scott Lagacy in the 43. Now they calm down and get into at least side by side.
This is 300 miles, right?
Yeah.
I thought so.
What, did you see the little message Joey sent to Kevin Harvick at the start of the race? He sort of ran him up a little bit right at the start, at the drop of the green flag. Remember, they had some, well, an altercation when he got dumped. Basically, Harvick dumped him back at Bristol.
Yeah, you see a lot of these cars sliding when they get into the corners right now. There's just not going to be a lot of grip to be had right now, Ricky.
These first 20 laps, Dale, the outside lane is probably as good as the inside lane. It's just a long way around. There's no grip anywhere.
Yeah, but do you want to be on that high side? Because if the guy on the low side sort of slides up, you're going to be the one going to the wall.
I don't think there's any future in it, but they're doing it.
Well, there they are, as you can see Reed Sorensen in the 32, as he is side by side with Stephen Wallace. That is a battle for 9th on the racetrack. Oh, and he got turned. That's John West Townley. He's going around.
Gas up, gas up. We're all good, guys. Left first corner. John just said still.
On lap number 3, we've got our first caution.
I fired up, bud.
Percentage.
Yeah, this is what we refer to as balance. Okay, you want more grip. That's the front. And front percentage would be more grip, more downforce on the front. If you want it on the back, sometimes you got to take it away from the front instead of trying to get it in the rear. One thing that Jason didn't mention is that the test was very, very cold here. And you got to wonder how much carryover there was because of the conditions they tested in.
Yeah, and sometimes you can just kind of overanalyze this. And as smart as these guys are, you know, sometimes they guess a little bit wrong on what they need car-wise.
It was 31 degrees the day of the test. It's 74 degrees today. That's the contrast. Trevor Bayne, his car does not seem to like the long run. He just lost that recent position to the 66 of Stephen Wallace. Move Wallace up to 16th.
Leader is Scott Wimmer in the 7 car. He's in an all-white car that's pretty well back in the pack. All the cars between he and the pace truck are now going to get a chance to pass that pace truck. So some of them, like Stephen Wallace, are going to come all the way back around and basically make up a mile and a third here as soon as they get the go-ahead signal from NASCAR. You'll see Kevin Harvick and James Busher and all these guys. Here they go.
Race within a race.
Right?
42 cars back on the lead lap here.
Yeah. So there they go. And the one who will stop the procession past the pace truck will be Scott Wimmer. He'll come up in line behind. So all the guys who got caught on pit road by the caution are now back on the lead lap. And they'll come back around and rejoin the tail end of the field. And once again, we've got us a lead pack to go racing. Trick is, they don't have much time to get caught back up.
That's exactly right.
That happens on the 1 to go signal.
One to go. So
you
yeah,
see the leaders. Yep.
You see the pace truck coming out of the turn there. So they've got to really hustle to get back up there and get in line. Or as you can see, they'll be left out for lunch.
So look at this pack in the middle here. Oh, they're 4 wide.
That's not going to work.
It's not going to work. This is congestion here.
Oh, hang on.
This can't work, guys.
There it is. There's the contact. Stephen Wallace into the wall.
Big wreck behind you. Big wreck behind you.
Can you believe it?
What?
16, Colin Brown also in. Stenhouse crashes. Now Brown gets swept up. Look at the mess here. You got the 81 of Michael McDowell, the 35 of Jason Keller. Oh my, Mikey Kyle in the 10, his first start, and Stephen Wallace.
I was curious how these drivers were going to treat one another as we went back to green flag racing, because there was going to be that congestion, and that just didn't make any sense. 3 wide does make sense. We had 4 wide.
Yeah, and you could just tell that it was not going to end up good for a lot of people.